Yeah, but so there's still, I mean, it's crazy too because there's still more happening in court. Like, I mean, everything is still active even though we're not hearing about it as much anymore. And the people may be fatigued like we talked about prior to.
Tony Rock was my man. This is probably irreparable.
The FBI has reportedly turned up the heat on one of Hollywood's most talked about couples, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, as part of its wider investigation into Sean Diddy comms. And let's just say, things are looking far from glamorous for the Smith family. With rumors swirling about their alleged ties to Diddy's controversial lifestyle, insiders claim the pressure is mounting behind the scenes. While Diddy's legal troubles dominate headlines, the Smiths now find themselves dragged into the storm, and the fallout is starting to get messy. The question on everyone's lips: how deep does their connection to Diddy really go?
What prosecutors were arguing is not only does your client pose a flight risk, because obviously he's incredibly wealthy, has access to planes and a lot of staff, even though you said he turned over his passport to you months ago, they were also worried about him being able to interfere with witnesses and calling them.
For years, Diddy's wild and extravagant parties were whispered about in Hollywood circles, but the full extent of what went down behind closed doors is only now coming to light. With Diddy facing accusations of orchestrating bizarre private events and engaging in schemes that allegedly exploited and manipulated those in his orbit, it's no surprise that the FBI's investigation has widened its scope, and it seems the Smiths may have been caught in the crossfire. Sources close to the investigation suggest that the FBI has obtained evidence linking the couple to some of Diddy's infamous gatherings, and while it's unclear what role they may have played, the implications are huge. The Smiths have always been open about their unconventional marriage, but this time the stakes are far higher than public curiosity. Rumors suggest that Jada, known for her candidness on her Red Table Talk series, is now considering cooperating with investigators to protect herself from potential fallout. Whispers from insiders claim that she might even be willing to spill secrets about Diddy and his network in exchange for leniency. But here's the twist: Will Smith reportedly wants no part of it. Those close to the actor believe he's torn between loyalty to Diddy as an old friend and the fear of what speaking out could mean for his own reputation. This tension is said to be driving a wedge between Will and Jada, with some speculating that their already fragile relationship might not survive the chaos.
Prior to Jada and Jada having a relationship, I felt Will was pretty much almost an angelic person.
Adding another layer to the drama are rumors that Jada is plotting to officially separate from Will, not just emotionally but legally. A divorce, sources say, could be her way of distancing herself from the scandal and preserving her public image. But here's the catch: the FBI isn't likely to be swayed by a piece of paper. If there's evidence tying Jada to anything incriminating, no amount of damage control can shield her. And let's not forget, Jada has made it clear in past interviews that she and Will have been living separate lives for years. While they've maintained a united front for their family's sake, this latest drama might be the final nail in the coffin.
It's a situation that I consider private.
I just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. But now Black Twitter has claimed it.
The Smiths' marriage has always been a hot topic, especially given their openness about exploring alternative relationship dynamics. Over the years, both Will and Jada have dropped hints about their life partnership, emphasizing freedom and trust over traditional monogamy. On the surface, their approach seemed progressive, but critics have often questioned whether this freedom blurred the lines too much. Now, with the FBI digging into their connection to Diddy, those questions are resurfacing with a vengeance. Could this be a case of their open lifestyle crossing paths with Diddy's chaotic world? Or is there more to the story than meets the eye?
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
The FBI's investigation isn't just about wild parties, it's about unraveling what some are calling a web of exploitation and manipulation. Diddy's legal troubles have opened the door to an avalanche of accusations, with former associates coming forward to share stories of bizarre and, at times, troubling behavior. While most celebrities in Diddy's orbit have distanced themselves from the fallout, the Smiths' names keep popping up in connection to his infamous gatherings. And it's not just idle gossip. Reports suggest that when Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles were raided earlier this year, authorities uncovered evidence that could implicate several high-profile figures. While details remain under wraps, insiders claim that the Smiths have been mentioned more than once during the investigation.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes,
new.
There already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
Jada, as always, has remained unapologetically vocal about her life choices. From her relationship with Shakur to her entanglement with singer August Alsina, she's never shied away from sharing intimate details. But this latest scandal might be one story she can't control. If the whispers are true, Jada's past attendance at Diddy's so-called white parties and other exclusive events is now under scrutiny. And while attending a party isn't a crime, it's the nature of those gatherings that has raised eyebrows. Some sources suggest that these events weren't just about A-listers mingling, they were meticulously planned and, as reports allege, served as the backdrop for questionable activities. The FBI's interest in Jada, therefore, may not be limited to her connection to Diddy, but also to what she might know about what went on behind closed doors.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but the shopping thing is
yes,
new.
there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
Meanwhile, Will Smith's stance in all of this remains a mystery. Known for his carefully curated public image, Will has largely avoided controversy throughout his decades-long career. But with his name now linked to Diddy's legal troubles, that pristine image is under threat. Insiders claim Will is deeply conflicted. On one hand, he's reportedly furious at the idea of being dragged into Diddy's mess. On the other hand, his long-standing friendship with the music mogul makes it difficult for him to walk away. The result: a growing rift between Will and Jada as they reportedly clash over how to the mounting pressure. There's also the question of how their children, Jaden and Willow, are processing the situation. The Smith kids have always been unapologetically individualistic, often making headlines for their boundary-pushing views and lifestyles. But with their family now at the center of a major investigation, the public is wondering how they fit into this narrative. Could their parents' choices have inadvertently placed them under the FBI's microscope as well? While there's no evidence to suggest the kids were involved in any way, their association with Diddy through their parents could still make them targets of unwanted scrutiny.
Well, Jada Pinkett Smith drops a bombshell. Apparently, she and her husband, Will Smith, haven't been together for 7 years.
As the investigation unfolds, the Smith family's unconventional lifestyle is being dissected like never before. Critics are quick to point out that their approach to marriage, while progressive on the surface, may have left them vulnerable to the kind of chaos now surrounding them. Fans, however, remain divided. Some see the Smiths as victims of their association with Diddy, while others believe they willingly participated in a world that blurred ethical boundaries.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most.
One thing is clear: this scandal is far from over. With the FBI reportedly preparing to subpoena key witnesses and dig deeper into Diddy's network, the Smiths may find themselves with fewer allies and more questions to answer. And while Jada's rumored willingness to cooperate could help her in the short term, it's uncertain whether Will shares her strategy. The FBI, for its part, seems determined to leave no stone unturned. Their investigation has already unearthed shocking revelations about Diddy's inner circle, and sources claim they're only just getting started. For the Smiths, the pressure is mounting and their every move is being watched. As rumors of Jada's potential deal with investigators circulate, many are left wondering whether her decision will come at the cost of her marriage. Will she stand by Will, or will she choose self-preservation? And more importantly, can their marriage survive the storm that's brewing?
In regards to how do we present that to people, you know?
The drama surrounding Diddy's legal troubles and his connection to Hollywood's elite has opened a Pandora's box, and the Smiths are now right in the middle of it. As the FBI continues to connect the dots, the lines between friendship, loyalty, and accountability are becoming increasingly blurred. And with Jada and Will reportedly at odds over how to handle the situation, the cracks in their already fragile partnership are becoming impossible to ignore. What will the next chapter of this saga reveal? Will Jada's rumored cooperation with investigators lead to more revelations about Diddy and his circle? Or will Will's loyalty to his old friend drag the couple down even further? One thing's for sure: the Smith family is facing the fight of their lives, and the world is watching.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever.
The fallout from the FBI's investigation into Diddy's alleged network is sending shockwaves through Hollywood.